Today we're going to learn a topic about free-falling body motion by CDCS 1434C by Feb 5.
Hi, I'm Nur Darwina.
Hi, my name is Nur Aleya Fatihah.
Hi, my name is Nur Adlina.
Hi, my name is Nur Halimatun Saadiah. I'm from 4C.
Hi, I'm Nur Aleya Farhana.
Now, let's start our lesson.
What is free-falling body motion? Motion of a body where gravity is the only force acting upon it. The object experiences uniform acceleration due to gravity. Gravity acts vertically downward with a constant acceleration. This is also known with the variable g. The acceleration causes the object's velocity to increase continuously as it falls, making free-falling motion. This is also called the Galileo's theory motion created by Galileo.
Now I'm going to explain about purpose of study. First, to determine the acceleration caused by gravity by examining the velocity of a falling item as a function of time. Second, to determine the time that it takes an object when falling with a particular velocity.
So we have four formulae that we use in free fall body motion. Now, let's look at the variables of the formula, which are U, V, A, T, and S. First, U is referred to initial velocity, meanwhile V is referred to final velocity. Next, A is acceleration, T is time taken, and lastly, S is referred to distance or displacement.
Now, let's watch a video together.
Now, I will explain a little bit about the video. The video shows a ball is thrown away from the top of the building. Is given an initial velocity of 50 meters per second straight upward. The building is 100 meters high and the ball just missed the edge of the floor on its way down. Next, we will move to the calculation. The first calculation that I will explain is on how to calculate the maximum height of the ball from point A. In this situation, we will use the left formula where V equal to 0, U equal to 15, and G equal to 9.81. With this, we will get S equal to 11.47 meter. Next, the second question, we will use the second formula where S equal to 11.47, U equal to 15, and V equal to 0. After the calculation, the time taken from point A to point C equal to 1.53 seconds.
Next, for question 3, calculate time taken from point A to D. First, what we're going to do is total up the distance from point A to D. From point A to B is 11.47 and point B to C is negative 11.47, while point C to point D is negative 100. Point B to D is negative because it is a downfall. Next, we're gonna use third formula. S equal to negative 100, U equal to 15, and lastly, gravity is equal to 9.81. So we have a linear equation, and from the linear equations, we only take positive value since time always in positive. So the answer is 6.3 seconds. For question 4, find the velocity of the ball when it reaches point D. So for this question, we use first formula. The value of U is 15 and gravity is 9.81, and for the time we use the value that we got from question 3, which is 6.3 seconds. And the answer will be negative 46.803 meter per second square.
Next, question 2.
One day there was a big explosion that occurred at an apartment.
What smell is this? Fire?
Hey, we are here to help you. So don't panic and just calm down, okay? Now, listen to me and follow my instruction. First, you need to get up from your room to the window and then wait for the left net to come to you.
A minute later,
Yay, finally, I'm safe. There's life net. Yay. Wait, it's too high. Nah, don't worry. I'm strong. I can do this. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Yay!
Based on the video animation that you watched just now, it shows a man is trapped in a fire and jumped vertically upward from the floor of a 100-meter building through the window of his house and falls to the life safety net 10 seconds after leaving the floor. The floor is 80 meters above the ground and the net is 2 meters above the ground, as shown in the video just now. Now, let's solve the question together.
Okay, now the first question is find the initial velocity of the man by using the third formula, distance as by 80 minus 2, because the lifesaver net doesn't touch the ground and the floor building is 80 meters above the floor. So we need to minus 80 with 2. The time we got is 10 seconds, given G is 9.81. So by inserting the S, G and T, we can find the initial velocity, which is U, and equal to 41.25 meter per second. So the second question is find the time taken to reach the maximum height. We need to use the first formula for this. Since we find the initial velocity from the first question, then we insert the V, the final velocity, which is 0, the G 9.81, so we can find the time, which is T is equal to 4.2 seconds. Now we move on to the third question.
Now, next questions, we have to find the maximum height, which is the distance or S. By using the second formula, we substitute the value of U, which is 41.25 meter per second, G is 9.81 meter per second, and T is 4.2 meter per second into the formula. Then we get 86.73 meter as the maximum height. Lastly, we want to find the positions of the man after 1 second after leaving the floor. Then goes to the questions before. By using second formula and substitute the same value for the value of U, which is 41.25 meter per second, and 40 is 1 second. Lastly, we get 36.35 meter for the position, and 40 is 1 second. Lastly, we get 36.35 meter for the position.
in conclusion, free-fall equations can be used to determine the velocity and distance traveled after different time intervals. This is only applied if the motion involves uniform acceleration, meaning that if the acceleration is constantly increasing or constantly decreasing, this equation cannot be applied. A free-falling object have an acceleration of 9.81 meter per second.
These are the references that we used for this project.
Thank you for staying with us. Bye-bye.